Oh, yesterday we got to this place. It's the Hell Knights outpost, and it's apparently been under attack and stuff. So it's like it's in for a bad time. So we are going to buff up for a fight. I like how Muck is like walking up on the walls and stuff. And we've got a weird, well, slightly weird team here because we've got one party member, Regil, that is not part of my main crew. I brought him because it was required for this mission. So we're gonna have to adapt, improvise, and overcome. We are almost done with our buffs, and we're gonna see how good he is in a fight, because I don't know. Oh, I need to magic her armor. Did I miss on the Pathfinder game? Was waiting for Twitch carry chase us Guild Wars 2. Oh! I'm glad you said that. I just started, and I actually showed them a Pathfinder video that I just made. And I do need to update the Twitch category. Done and done. Thank you. Alright. Buffs are done. Let's get a move on. Regil is... I cast a large person on him and he's giant right now. Giant halfling. Regil scans the top of the hill. Wisps of smoke rise into the air, giving away the location of the Hell Knight outpost. We must hurry and remain very, very alert. I'm ready. Let's hurry. I mean, if it's an emergency, now's not the time to be talking. Wait a minute. Something's wrong with our... Alright, I'll do that.
Let's have some fun.
The Inheritor, guide my blade.
That's a weird critter.
I sense something.
I've only ever heard of this and heard it's like a card. Heard as a card game. So these screens, when you're in this mode, it's like it's turn-based. You can play it like real time with pausing, or you can play it turn-based. I'm playing real time with pausing if necessary. It's like right now I could pause, and like this guy's running all over the place like a psycho, but he's stuck. Okay, we killed that thing. A suspicious traveler. A pale youngster practically prostrates himself before you. Finally, someone's here, and it's the Crusaders too. Please help me, I'm all alone, I don't know what to do. This lad's appearance perfectly matches the description of one of the cultists who were supposed to arrive with a lost escort. Regil notes dispassionately, gripping the handle of his weapon. A cultist? Me? No, I'm just an apprentice craftsman. They made us work against our will here. Perception check passed. It seems to me like the cultist is either lying or keeping something from us, or even worse. The lad recoils and then surprisingly deftly jumps away from you.
We will be victorious.
It's Satan, apparently.
The light.
Alright, tank in front.
I will resist.
Did not mean to do that. Okay. Regil nods to himself. One less demon. Splendid. Perhaps all the captured cultists were possessed by demons and they assaulted the knights when they thought the moment was right? A reasonable assumption. Let's see what else we're able to find out. I must commend your shrewdness. We would have had it rough if you hadn't unmasked the demon. We must verify the claim that the knights returned to the outpost and move out.
Missed me already?
I like Regil. He's all business. The gates are wide open. There are no signs of weapon damage, claw marks, or any traces of magic. Found some equipment. Uh-oh, what's going on? Food on the table. The Hell Knight outpost is shrouded in silence. The 3 chapters seem to have been simply vanished, leaving only the pillar of smoke from their fires to testify to the recent presence of the living. This doesn't seem to unnerve Reginald in the slightest. He dispassionately scans the empty camp as if waiting for something. Breaking the prevailing silence, a sudden musical laugh sounds harsh and almost sinister. Is that a succubus? Karonda, Knight Commander, at last! I've been dying to meet you. Come on, don't be so sullen. Come on over, have a little rest after your journey. You can always stab me or hit me with a spell a bit later, if you feel like doing that at all, of course. Erushale narrows her eyes. Karonda. Erushale, my dear, you found yourself such a charming friend. Come on over, don't be shy. The demon gestures invitingly. Erushale's eyes are wide with worry. Careful, Mukluk. This is Karonda. She's my acquaintance. She's dangerous. Do you know what I see? A trap. The Count's wide gesture encompasses the entire area, then he nods at the succubus. And it's bait. What an arrogant, talkative demon we've got here. I can see you've made yourself quite at home in our camp. What's have we here? One of those black-armored blockheads? Why don't you join me and the commander for a little meal? Surely the mighty Hell Knight isn't scared of a little temptation. The demon bats her eyelashes innocently. Wait, he just walked up and sat down? Reginald subtly frowns. Surprisingly, he then steps forward and without hesitation sits next to the demon. Let's talk. Reginald, don't you think we should refuse the demon's request? The Hell Knight permits himself an odd smirk. Sometimes it's useful to know your enemy. Why is the camp deserted, demon? Karonda. My name is Karonda. As for the camp's inhabitants, well, that's a long story. Please, sit, Commander. We have a lot to discuss. All right, let's talk. I would like the rest of the people to be ready to fight, not sitting down, but okay, sure. I think my guy's glitched out a little bit because I was mounted when it told it to sit down. The demon claps her hands joyfully. Mukluk, you have no idea how eager I was to meet you and how quickly I got here when I discovered you were coming. Do you feel at ease talking to me in this shape? Because I can always slip into something more comfortable. Probably some like 15-foot tall demon guy. With a snap of her fingers, Karonda becomes a golden-haired, bright-eyed young man dressed in the white of a Serenian cleric. I can look like this. So likable, so trustworthy. Or, if you'd prefer, this is my favorite form. It has driven so many Crusaders out of their minds. The demon's playful pose oddly clashes with the strict, upright appearance of Queen Galfrey. Very charming. Now stop this farce, demon. Oh, Sir Knight. Do tell me, aren't you bored with yourself? Every soul must keep something to get their blood pumping. Some are driven by avarice, others by lust, and others still by envy. And if you think you've managed to shield yourself from every vice and every flaw, well, that just means that you are blind and your vice is the greatest of them all. Pride. Perception check passed. You said you knew how I was coming. How? The demon looks astonished for a moment. Did I know? How did I know? Ah, we have our sources. Perhaps I'll tell you all about them, Commander, if we can establish a certain friendship. Are you here to preach at us, or do you actually have something meaningful to say? The demon's expression grows serious. I apologize for the frivolity, Knight Commander. It's so hard to restrain myself. I blame those Hell Knights. Ugh. No denizen of the Abyss could torture them as thoroughly as they punish themselves. But now on to business. I have a rather unusual request. I'd like to become a Crusader. And before 1,001 objections escape your mouth, think about this. Your fame precedes you by quite some distance. They speak of you even down in the Abyss. We have never encountered anyone possessing such power. That is so exciting. The demon exhales loudly. I even heard that a part of your power trickles down to your most loyal companions. So why would a clever lady like me keep on serving demon lords, when instead there is someone so unusual and intriguing? I can't promise you I'm going to kneel before that Iomade of yours right away, but I have many, many interesting stories to tell about my friends from the Abyss. Of course, I can also be of personal use to you. Any shape you desire, remember? I'm not sure which of your suggestions was more revolting, demon. Your effortless betrayal of your kin or your filthy insinuations. Karanda's tail suddenly springs up, and its tip gently caresses Regel's cheek. I didn't even know she had a tail. Oh, do smile a little, Hell Knight. This isn't hell yet. One of the options is, what else can your tail do? I'm just imagining a world with succubi and construction workers like, hey girl, what'd that tail do? What are the other options? Once you're ready, I guess I'm first about your fellow demons. Tell me everything. I consider yourself enlisted. I feel like if I do this wrong, we lose our chance at Goth Girlfriend. Y'all remember, Arushale is right behind us. Like, if I say only someone utterly mad would trust a demon, I bet Arushale is gonna hate that. If I flirt with her, I bet Arushale is gonna hate that. Let's try this. I'm not interested in your personal use, but I could do with some information about your fellow demons. Tell me everything you know, and you may consider yourself enlisted. Fine, but I'm not used to giving up so easily, she chuckles. Want me to convince you? Here's a little tease. You asked me about the Hell Knights from the camp. They've locked themselves up in the outpost main building, scared out of their wits. Go let them out. I'll join you later and tell you everything I know about the plans of my former allies. That's a serious conversation, so we'll have to be very thorough. Regel's expression is difficult to read, but he does not seem happy. Through clenched teeth, he says, "Come, we must examine the building." Okay.
I'll go ahead.
This whole thing was a bit weird. God, come on. Mark, what are you doing?
Time's not waiting.
No, but I'm waiting on you. The outpost is in perfect condition. Everything appears to be in its right place, and there are no signs of battle. I stepped away. What did you do with the tail option? I declined the tail because Arushale was watching. A security checkpoint, a precautionary measure highly characteristic of the Hell Knights, flanks the entrance. Hell Knight, a tall man wearing black armor and a black helm salutes you with a sword. Knight Commander, you have rallied to our defense. We were forced to retreat under the onslaught of the demon Karanda and her lackeys. We held position for as long as we could, but we were sure to perish without outside help. The knight adds in a hushed voice, many of us are injured. Could you assist us, please? We hid the wounded in the back of the outpost so that the demons couldn't reach them as easily. Regel remains silent and calculating as he studies the knights. Perception check passed. Your story has too... actually, I don't know if he's saying this or I'm saying this. Your story has too many inconsistencies. Regel permits himself a slight smirk. I was hoping you would see through their ruse, Mukluk, and I'm not disappointed. I expected more from you, demon. Your cleverness won't save you, mortals. What a shock, chat. I believe Karanda led us into a trap.
Against our resolve. The inheritor.
I am shocked.
Retreat is not an option. Let's try this way.
Oh god, what was that spell?
This will hurt.
Oh, wow, critical hit 68. Someone is wrecking up there. Oh god, what? Regel is hostile. Regel, what are you doing? Domination. 1 minute 15 seconds? Okay, I gotta be really careful here, or we're gonna kill him, or he's gonna kill us. Do I have Dispel? Freeze victims from enchantments, transmutations, and curses. Casting time full round. Do I have something faster? Remove curse. I don't know if it's a curse. Something tells me that's not a curse. I might have to use break enchantment. Alright.
Expected outcome.
Oh! Lucky, okay. I think when we killed Karanda, it snapped Regil out of it. Like she was the caster, so it freed him. I was scared there, because he was fully buffed. If he had gotten like a crit, he could have one-shot some of my party members. Wait! The ugly shadow has... Wait a minute, what? Look at... Wait, this is all Regil's equipment. Items received, Cold Iron, Gnome Hooked Hammer, Adamantine Full Plate +2, Belt of Physical Perfection, blah, 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 blah. This is literally all of Regil's equipment. Wait! The ugly shadow hisses. The angler of vices. Let me ransom my life, mortal. I have loot, much loot that I picked off of the fallen. Surely it's worth the price of letting one poor soul slink back to the abyss. The cultist hostage trembles with fear and fails to utter a word. His eyes are pleading. I mean, loot and a teammate's life to let a demon that I can handle if I have to fight it again get away. Going without a full cleric. I have an oracle. He's my healer. Dayron. Hand it over and get lost. I feel like Regil is going to be disappointed. I think Regil would let the teammate die to kill the demon. But I feel like we should save the guy's life and get the item upgrades, and then we can fight the demon another day. Hand it over and get lost. It's yours. The abyss waits me. Items received, Martyr's Testament. Regil's strike is swift and precise. Nothing awaits you now. Oh my god. We get the loot and the kill? Wait. Oh, the hostage died. The hostage died. Oh, I knew it. I knew it, but I didn't think he would make the play. The demon's death rattle reverberates off the walls. In his dying agony, he's squeezing the kneeling cultist's neck with his claws, practically tearing the man's throat out. The thing is, I don't... Part of me doesn't like the what the hell Regil because I expect that of him. I know his personality. I figured he would do that. But at the same time, I kind of want to be like, dude, come on. I made a play and you didn't back me on it. All right. I'm just kind of like, I winced that off. What about the surviving cultists? Should we interrogate them? They won't tell us anything we don't already know. Deal with them as you see fit. If you don't want to waste your time, the orders will take care of them later. We vanquished the demons, but we still don't know where the knights from the camp are. Regil casts a stern glance in your direction. Take a look around if you think it best, then we must leave. It's time. Go back outside. Okay, hold on. Let's peek in here. Alright, got some random loot, some paper.
Follow my lead.
Can a 55% lockpick.
Please, forgive me.
Did it jam?
I
No.
finished here.
Okay, cool. We get.
Is there
So
more?
if the lock doesn't jam, you can just try again. Alright, grab all the loot. Alright, so let's see. So I'm pretty sure all the loot that we got from the demon, like I thought it was about to kidnap Regil. But I think it was just upgrades for Regil, possibly. Like, Gnome Hooked Hammer is a really weird weapon that you don't see much, and it dropped, I think, an upgraded one. This is a Cold Iron Gnome Hooked Hammer +1. Wait, did it? Hold on. Newest items at the top. So there's an Amulet of Natural Armor, Belt of Giant Strength, Full Plate +2. Dude, I'm going crazy. I know there was one. Oh, here's the thing that the demon gave me. The wearer of this ring becomes vulnerable to fire, but also gets a +4 bonus on will saving throws and is immune to mind-affecting conditions. When a character gets dominated, all their items are technically no longer yours, so when the domination got broke... Oh, when I broke his mind control, it gave me messages as if I received all this loot? That's what it was? Okay, thank you. I understand. I think that's weird, but I now understand the logic. Okay. Alright, let's see what's going on outside. Whoa. Okay, we got a choke point. I'll take you guys on. Parallector Aminos Renth leans on his longsword. At last, how did it go, Parallector Derange? You will receive a full report, Renth, just like everyone else. Regil winces in frustration. And these must be the 3 missing chapters, right? Of course, Regil pauses, then deliberately continues in a louder voice so that Aminos and the other knights can hear him too. Everything that happened was, in a way, a show. We'd received reports about the location of several particularly cunning demons, not the fighting kind, but those who specialize in deceit and temptation. We could have surrounded and destroyed their hideout, but instead we let them know that the Knight Commander of Dresden would soon arrive in our deserted camp. The fiends swallowed it hook, line, and sinker. How could any of them miss an opportunity to prove themselves by killing the new leader of the Crusade? Demons love talking about the pride of mortals, but in fact they suffer from the vice far more than anyone else. His smile is a cruel one. Now for the critical bit, my reasons. Even though the Orders knew a lot about the new commander's behavior, that information lacked veracity and consistency. For instance, it's always useful to know just how well your principal ally is able to resist deceit and temptation, and so I suggested that they meet with Karanda and her cohorts. So you were testing me? Yes, I was. He doesn't look away. Someone had to, seeing that Her Majesty Gallifrey of Mendev is so prone to bestowing titles and armies without a second thought. Regil lowers his voice a touch, and yet you can't claim that I was insincere. I made myself crystal clear when I stated my interest in your person and your unusual powers back when we first met. I also mentioned how important you are for the Crusade and our shared cause. We are at the vanguard of what is possibly the most important war of our age, and no one can afford the privilege of blind trust with these stakes. I can't say I'm happy with the results. I trust this verdict of mine will serve as food for thought. I understand his reasoning. I ain't happy about it. I ain't happy about him using me for his little test. So, again, I think he's not happy with the results because I didn't immediately hit the demon and let it kill the ally, because I tried to save the ally there at the end. Because up until that point, let me see, what else did I do that he didn't like it? Oh, I told the Karanda that I was going to let her give me information, and he didn't like that either. But then all the rest of the dialogue options, he seemed really happy that I was, like, seeing through their disguises and stuff. We can still work together, Regil, but don't you dare lie to me or test me like that ever again. Your demand is unreasonable. I understand that my actions can be seen as disrespectful or whimsical, but they were neither. Now that we've discussed everything, there's still a small matter to attend to. Regil looks at the ranks of Hell Knights and raises his voice. Jaeger and Kel, 2 steps forward. I hear and obey, Parallector Derange. We must speak about your role in recent events. You received my order to visit the Knight Commander in Dresden and feed him misleading information. How should a Hell Knight behave in this situation? Jaeger swallows dryly as he tries to feign composure. A Hell Knight must obey his commander's orders. If his commander's orders directly contradict the tenets of the measure of the chain or go against the order's interests, then the knight must report his commander to the higher order command. Regil's piercing gaze bore into the young knight. And what did you do? Did you report me? No, sir. With your permission, sir, I deduced that it was some kind of test for the Knight Commander. That didn't seem right to me, but you don't have my permission to blather excuses, knight. You gave an order, and now you want to punish him for following it? Well, if the commander deems my verdict faulty, then we shall postpone this review of your actions. Dismissed. That is all. Thank you for your visit, Commander. Bro, we were so cool up until this, Regil. We were so cool up until this.
That is not far.
What is in the box? Oh gosh, we gotta dismount. It is so, there we go. It's being really buggy with the mounts.
I'll go ahead.
Oh, there is something down there by the water. Grand Owl of Wisdom. This cat figurine of a cat is engraved with a name that does fit its appearance. Once activated, it grants user a permanent +1 on all skill checks and then vanishes. Ooh. Permanent.
I know the way.
Why is he... Oh, he's exhausted. How did you get exhausted?
The world's not ending just yet.
I mean, the person in my party that's got the most skills is her. So if I can give anyone +1 to all skills, I think it's got to be Arushale. Let's see.
Please, allow me.
Wait, how do I activate it? Oh, wait, it's over here. There we go. Done. You cannot travel. Darren carries too much weight.
Never fun.
Oh, God. Oh, God. Are you serious? Okay, hold on a sec. He cannot carry 15 pounds. Oh, my gosh. There. I bet Darren's really excited because we just half stripped him. Lay on hand. No, lay on hand removes fatigued. It doesn't remove, what was that? Exhaustion, which is like a step above fatigued. Alright, teleport town. Yeah. Death redeems all. 6 skeleton champions and 8 skeleton sharpshooters have been recruited at the commander's headquarters. Okay. Alright. And what about our army? How's that doing right now? Let's see. Let's have it go. Well, the skeletal whatever and the sharpshooters, like, that's cool, but I don't think that that's better than 56 Hell Knights. I mean, maybe if I get more later on, but just that number doesn't seem like it'd be worth. Let's see. Can't get more archers yet. Okay. So let's take my biggest army I've got, have it go down here. Okay. And then go back to these guys and enter the town. We'll rest, which should recover everybody from all of these obscure debuffs we've got. exhaustion and the like. Party potato for Kaylee. Party potato Pathfinder.